I didn't get a chance to do this earlier, but this is the experience of going to a Russian dacha, which is a country house. So we went to the grocery store to grab some drinks, food, snacks, cakes, all that good stuff. You're going to see some pretty amateur style recording, so don't be scared. It is me just recording vertical. Moving forward, I will do my best to record horizontal to fit more of a YouTube style camera option. So just be aware of that. You know, going into this video, that's not going to be professional. I'm just trying to film in the most raw way possible. You're going to see a lot of crazy stuff that you might not have seen before if you're strictly an American or outside of the country. So enjoy.
There's so many drinks here. Look at all these different options. Here we go. There's waters in this aisle. And then we go. This is all energy drinks. This is soda. There's Coca-Cola. And then their direct competitor now is Cola. This is all energy drinks. They have Red Bulls. All of these energy drinks. And then this is where the fun party aisles are. This is all alcohol. We've got the vodkas, hard liquors. All the wines. There's Polina. Not a single empty shelf. So many wines. And then more alcohol. Snacks going down here. And then teas. They're not struggling. You think they are because the media's telling you this. They're doing fine. And then there's candies, chocolates, there's Snickers. They're not missing anything. I bet this is so good. Milky spread. They've got Nutella. Oh, there's peanut butter. All the breads, candies and stuff. One thing that's interesting about the breads here and just like the pastries and everything is since they're made with more fresh ingredients, they go bad faster. So making daily trips to the grocery store is common. Maybe every 2 or 3 days you'll go. So instead of you going like once every 2 weeks or once every week, you don't have any issues. So something I noticed. So we just got done shopping at Lenta. It's like the Russian Walmart. And we got 4 bags of groceries, right? 4 bags?
4.
For 6 people. And we spent $31. I don't know what's in there. What was in there?
There are a lot of meat, bottle of champagne, 2 giant bottles of beverage, 2 bags of
Мамуль, пока я с пчелами, вы все порежете.
veggies, ramen, a lot.
A lot.
$31.
Like how much wine? What you said?
2 bottles of champagne.
2 bottles of champagne,
Yeah.
2 sodas, and then like
Juice.
a bunch of.
Like there's probably
Is there meat?
5 pounds of meat.
5 pounds.
Like a lot.
Оль, вы что, блогеры, что ли?
Да.
Yeah, да.
Да.
Эрик выставляет видео на YouTube.
Как тут хорошо?
Да, смотри. Alright, good.
Alright. So we're here at the country house, and we just got out of a 45-minute ride. We were exhausted, and her
her dad is a bee collector now, and he sells some of the honey now, and these are the houses, the bee houses. And they have trees, kind of fruit trees. Hey, Polina, what kind of fruit trees are these? Or are any of these?
Apples. Apples.
ASMR.
Pears.
That's it?
Plums.
Plum. So yeah, lot of different fruits. And then those trees over there, those spiky ones, which ones are those?
I don't know.
How do you call them?
Trees. I don't know.
Christmas trees. And then they have fruits and veggies. This is Mama. That's the house over there. It's that extended part that sort of slants down right there. That's an add-on. They added that recently over the past couple months and years. That's the Chihuahua, the protector. His name's Lusik. A mole. Uh-oh. They have a mole here. Look at this. Look at this. The protector. The protector of the neighborhood. And they have some little getaway houses now that, not them, but the owners in the area, they buy these little cabins and rent them out to people, kind of like an Airbnb, VRBO situation. Here's some flowers. I forget what all of the different garden plants and veggies that they have, but I know they have strawberries, grapes, I believe tomatoes, and everything that you would typically need. So nice. And they put this fence up. More recently, it's a large iron fence that no one can get through, because typically if you come here every couple weeks, security can be a challenge. So apparently someone lived in this house a couple 100 years ago and I don't think I've ever even been in there, and I don't know if I want to. So that's fun. And over here we have the fire pit, the barbecue, where we cook everything. Here's all the wood that we use to heat up both the sauna and use it for cooking as well. Here's a sink. I've tapped into the water here, and everything that you'd need. So we'd usually eat out here. We'll either cook right there, or we'll have a fire going most of the times at night. And there's a little outhouse, so an adjustment to most American style living. They still have an outhouse for your authentic lifestyle in Russia when you come to the country house, to the dacha, they call it. And then we'll go inside in a second, but just giving an outside little tour. It's old classic style. So all of this wasn't even up when I came last time. The siding, I believe, is just a couple years old. Most of this stuff is added on, like this siding right here. This is pretty spanking new, pretty new.
I don't believe this was even added. It was more just I forget the name, the paper that goes over the cement when you're building a house, like the construction paper, whatever it's called. This stuff. It was mainly that throughout the entire frame of this wood siding, and now it's completely closed off. Her dad did all of this, so did the windows recently as well. We'll go inside in a second, but it's very well insulated, I can tell you that. You walk inside and you don't feel a single drop of cold. It is, I would say, 45 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and this house feels incredibly insulated when you go inside. So we've got the protector of the house right here. We're gonna go check out the inside. One thing to note is the tradition in the house is we take our shoes off whenever we go inside, and my wife's family is just getting everything settled as we just got here, so here's some background noise, but we're gonna give it a quick peek. Opa. It's a good door, super strong. One thing you always do when you come into a Russian house is you take your shoes off. I've got my fancy slippers. Alright, so her dad did the interior renovation. I think it looks amazing. They got a little pool table here, little TV. This is where you eat as a family. Usually 5-6 people will come. Got a little bed here. I like this setup. None of this was finished last time I came a couple years ago, but looks great. Another little bed here. They've got the new windows installed. I don't know if I can access them. Nope. Not able to access those windows, but they're good ones. The honey that her dad collects is all stored here. There's a whole fridge of honey combs, and I don't know the wood, how that would be called, that holds all the honeycomb, but it's all in there. This is a whole slab of it. There's a lot of it. If you can't tell, he had 5 tons, or no, his friend had 5 tons of honey, but I believe he was able to collect like 5 gallons last time they collected some. I think this is so cool. These are handmade little rugs from old shirts and pants that their grandma will make. I really like this because we have this at our house. Same material, and it's handy because instead of just throwing it out or giving it away or donating it, you just turn this into like recycled clothes and you make use of it. So this is the apples that fell from the tree earlier. I put them in a box and they can use them for jams, jellies, different ways to utilize them. But there's a lot of things you can do with fruits that they're very resourceful here, which is great. Just making sure everything is good in the house. Let's go check out the banya. So we've got our, how would you call this room, Polina? How would you call this room? Just like this room.
The pre-game room.
Pre-game.
Where you get ready to go to banya. You
where
get dressed here.
You get ready to party.
Yeah,
so you put the wood there. You put all the wood in that chute from outside that we saw. And then you get in here. This is the This was the pregame room. This is the pregame where you hold all the water.
Clean off from
Yeah.
the sauna.
So you have all of your water here, cold water in here, and then you go in to the holy room where you've got your stones where you pour the water on. And you've got all of your ladles, your mitts that you can hold all the material with, and everything is made of wood. It's a really spacious sauna. Can usually hold at least 4 or 5 people pretty comfortably. They've got their chimney. Everything is hooked up. We'll have that going later tonight. It's a really nice setup. I think it's standard with most Russian families to have a sauna in at least some form or fashion of their house, but typically a country house. And this is the kitchen area where they'll make some delicious meals. I don't know what we're gonna have today, but I think it'll be some barbecue by the fire with meats. This is the delicious Baikal. It is so good. It's like a Coca-Cola with steroids in it. It's forget the name. It's almost like a minty Coca-Cola, like a cedar pine cone cola. It's their version, but way better. And this is the loft area where people can sleep. Usually you'll have TV going. You'll play some movies on the VCR or DVD player. This is an older country house. Usually there's a lot more you can get a much newer one, but again, it's not always about having the highest level features. It's just about, if anything, just being together is the most important part of what I've seen in the Russian culture. Like, they may not have the most updated modern 2023 or whatever year it's currently, if you're watching this in the future, but it's more about having good times with family, spending time together. Let me turn this light on, and just enjoying each other's company. Because if you need high quality features to live a good life, I think you're viewing things wrong. Yes, there's a convenience that comes with newer things, but I've come to this country house plenty of times over the past couple years, and I've never had any complaints. I don't even see it as an inconvenience in the slightest. I think, again, as long as you're together with family, your life is okay. So yeah, that's the country house. It's a beautiful little setup here, and very thankful to have the opportunity to be in this position where I can even view opportunities like this and look at beautiful scenery and hang out with family. So that's all. God bless. Stay tuned. Another thing I forgot to mention is they have a well on site, and it'll pull everything from this black wire. I believe the correct, at least what I would call it in America, is a sump pump to pull the water out and then use the water hose, the yellow hose, to direct the water wherever you want it to go. So for example, the way that they use it here is just for about everything. They use it to put water in these jugs, and they have water throughout the entire house. Let me turn on the lights real quick. Water throughout the house is used from that well, and this is drinking water. If I were to open this up real quick, you'll see there's a reservoir of water. It's just the outside of the container. They've had this for a long time, but I mean, it is pure, high quality H2O. It is delicious. And it's the same quality water that you would get at the store. And it tastes amazing. And they use it at their other house, their main apartment house that they, buy and drink water from. So, fun fact, we just went to the grocery store and I wanted to show at least a little bit of what we got. We got some grains, some vegetables, 5 pounds of meat, tomatoes, 2 bottles of soda, a lot of other vegetables, some snacks, some wine, and a lot of other things that are outside, like carrots and other veggies. And it was like $30. So it's much more affordable, especially if you're coming from the US to be here. But just wanted to show you that as well. But that is life at the dacha. Adios.
I'm probably gonna get stung, but he's taking care of the bees. Hopefully I'm far enough away. I think that's sugar. Это сахар.
И это лекарство. Пипин называют.
It's pretty satisfying.
Видел пчел-то? Видел?
Да. Круто.
А как сидят-то, не видел?
А.
Здесь. Уходи, а то укусят, Эри. Иди. А то укусят. Больно будет.
He said to get the hell out. It's going to be painful if they sting. Probably got that from the gestures. Yeah, they got to keep them warm during the winter time.
All right, so we're taking a stroll in rural Russia, the country side. That's the river next to the country house that we're staying at, that they swim at when it's summer. This is the back road. Some little poison ivy action right here. You got a string hanging off your jacket on your left side.
What is that?
Your string?
Oh,
Cloth.
whatever.
Anyway.
It's not like I'm touching his neck here right now.
Yeah.
But look, people leaving now. It's an interesting place.
I know. But this is the life for people that want a little quieter living. Yeah, super quiet living. And don't want to be in the middle of the city. This is where they go. And some of these houses you'll see are recently built. A lot of these are built by hands of the owners, or they'll maybe hire someone to do it. But a lot of the people in Russia are very handsy. Like they know how to build things with their hands. Good contractors. So, like this house. You'd see this in a nice neighborhood. Wouldn't think anything of it. But
There is a nice house over there.
It's very pretty.
I haven't seen that one before.
Wow, this is a nice one.
No. Over there.
Well,
Over there.
oh, like over the fence?
Oh, no, it's behind.
Oh, yeah, it's too far. But it's interesting to see how people live. I mean, they're happy as can be in some of these houses.
Look at the windows.
Mm-hmm.
The big house.
Some people have whole gardens. Very pretty in the summer. A lot going on. Very pretty. I feel the authentic living is taking over. Oh, these gates are strong. Hopefully nothing's getting through. But a lot of people live in these gated houses, or their walls are usually steel or iron. One or the other. So we came up on an area that is an empty lot that would be a place where you can buy a house, buy a plot of land, throw some, cabins or something in there. And speaking of cabins, I don't know if I can even get it, but there's like what I would imagine is a resort. And what were you saying this is? It's not technically a hospital, but it's...
No, I mean, I guess it's operating because you can see the plants and stuff.
Yeah.
But it used to be a place where people would come and spend weekends here, and they have all kind of like procedure, like therapies to get your health better.
Not like rehab, not like a rehab.
It's a rehab,
Yeah.
but not for like drug people or any. It's for like just for people to like get from like little therapies, like ultrasound. They would feed them, and it just was a little quite nice place. And all of it was covered with wood, like this whole would be a wood
Woods
line.
on all sides, yeah.
That's why people would come, because it's a fresh air. People just relax. They literally do nothing. They just come here to sleep, eat, and be in the woods. That was the place.
And there's a little playground over there that they took off or took out. My assumption is that they're likely going to turn all of this
into getaway houses.
Yeah, like resorts or some kind of beach cabins on the river. So in the winter and the summer, people have a cozy place to come to get away from all the noise in the city, which is about 45 minutes outside of town. So, I mean, still pretty when the sun hits these trees nonetheless. This is right in October, so it's right around fall time. It's about 50 degrees now. It's warmed up a bit. So, one thing I like is just that's the USSR flag. I just like the fact that there's no matter where you go, there's someone waving a flag. This is a handmade house that was built less than 6 years ago. So beautiful. There's like a little sunroom, there's a little patio area, little doggy dog. It's really, really cool. And then the garage right here, all handmade.
And that's their sauna.
That's their sauna?
No, the little one over there, their sauna.
Oh, that's also their house. That little tiny thing is a sauna. So this guy's got the hookup. He made all this by himself, the owner of the house. So we've got a ramen that we're eating outside before the real Oh no. Oh no.
I have three
They've got-
ramen now.
Ты его прям руками пожал.
Tree in the ramen. They've got rice. We've got vegetables. We've got meat. It's on the barbecue. Soon to come. Freaking pumped. So we got carrots, meat, onions, garlic. What else goes in here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I know, but I don't know how to say it in
Yeah.
English. So.
Yeah, no worries.
Barbaris.
Yeah.
I
And then
don't know how to call it in English.
and then the rice goes in.
Выиграл. А? Я весь плохо выиграл. Мы играли на плохо.
So I try to get everything in the picture. This is the puff. I'm likely mispronouncing that completely, but it's like rice with meat and veggies, and you saw in that pot that I went through earlier. There's also sliced cucumbers, tomatoes. This is the soda. There's some salt, lots of soda, and then later we had some vodka. And this meal is directly after we did a sauna for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes in total. The women went, and then the men, which I will show right here. One more thing I didn't really mention is explain how everything works. You see the fog is getting to this camera, but this is the water that you dump on yourself after you do the banya. And how you work it here is you fill up water here in this little container. You take this metal ladle and this glove. You take the glove, put it on, put the ladle in the water, pour the ladle of water on the stones, and it'll sort of steam. And right now, I can't really tell. I think it's 100, is it 140 Celsius? I believe so. I can't really tell. But it got up to at least 100 Celsius in the banya. And then you come out, you're in there for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, maybe longer. And then you rinse off. And yeah, you're good to go. So some quick context before you get thrown into the middle of everything. This next clip is going to be of the neighbor across the street. He is also a beekeeper who happens to make some moonshine of his own. So you're going to see me trying both the honey as well as some of the moonshine that he made. Definitely an interesting guy. He's about 2 of me. His hands are the size of my face. So definitely an intimidating guy, but the warmest dude I've ever met. So enjoy.
Снимать.
Можно. Вот. Ты будешь пить с этого?
Будешь? Do you want to drink from there?
Sure, let's do it.
Да, будет.
Can you film?
Мед-то поснимай, как набирает.
Honey. А он под...
Мы вот только так пьем, скажи,
Да,
что
да,
это
он
с
знает.
банки.
Okay.
Со мной. Я согласен с
Is
тобой.
anyone else gonna
Да,
just me and him? Okay.
Чем? Есть мед? Я медом закусываю.
Конфеты.
You guys can exchange your spit.
Okay.
Чего? Давай. За американцев.
Давай.
Давай.
Okay. All right.
Давай.
Come on.
Вот. И медом закусывает.
Good.
Хорошо сказал.
It hits you in your soul.
Ну что, еще по одной?
One more.
Поговорите немножко. Потом выпьем.
Ну давай.
This is crazy. It's just this is what we do.
Ты уж не обижайся.
Я не обижаюсь. Не.
He's not playing on this one. It's a full.
Так,
He gave you a full one.
а селедку будут кушать?
Да не надо, медом вон закусит.
Не, у меня там селедка купленная, так я сейчас стручком там
Не
это...
надо,
Да,
Андрей, мы
домой.
сытые.
Нам надо дочку забирать от бабушки.
Слушай, давайте не будем. Он у меня в гостях. Так, давай за русских. Давай за русских, давай. Медом?
Не.
Ты вообще не будешь. Вау! Да... Ты русский настоящий! Да даже не закусываешь, а?
Да, что ему
He was a proud Russian man because I didn't need a chaser. That was the honey that we were eating on that spoon, just for context, but he was extremely excited that I didn't need any chaser of any kind. And hopefully by this point, if you're anything like me, you're smiling just like I am in this picture. So that is the end of the day. We ended up driving home. We picked up our daughter and ended up going to my wife's parents' house to crash for the night. And yeah, called it a day. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. All those fun things. The more buttons you hit, the more happy I get. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for more.